tell me I have to watch that entire cutscene all over again. Please. Oh, there.
You got to the Gnosis. It's ahead of me, didn't you?
Bro,
Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose?
have fun here.
Hey, the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
I don't have the Gnosis.
We didn't take it! Wretched dastard!
Ow!
Surprise! We'll see about that! Ha! No sense of respect! Dare to mess with me?
Oh, stop. Let me get behind you.
We'll see if...
Ow!
Truth repeats its course.
Stop summoning me way.
Too late for regrets.
I'm gonna fight away.
Wretched dastard! We'll see about that. Too late for regrets.
Die here.
Dare to mess with me?
I won't die. You'll die.
What the? This isn't new.
You're a cut above.
That was easy. I'm sorry, child. I'm sorry.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
He has never been normal in Paimon.
Well then, time to cool off.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis.
That's why you should just be a shadow.
You had no connection to the Gnosis,
What is it
no matter
again?
where it had been
Breakout?
taken.
What is it called? Outbreak? Don't go on a rampage next time.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Senora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I'm better than
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes.
Sorry for beating
But
you
if
up.
that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Thank you. I hope I don't kill you accidentally.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Just let him be, Paimon. He's been exposed to violence at a young age.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons.
Yeah,
Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
why are you acting so calm after I nearly killed you? Are you
Backup
okay?
plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
What? Child.
The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak.
Oh yeah, this is the part where you try to drown me.
Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
What does that mean? Oh right, yeah, you're a child. You're a children. What do you mean by that?
So what are you planning to do?
Yeah, he's gonna drown me.
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon, in the... If such an ancient god would be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
He would.
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Oh my god!
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our
What
research.
halo you have there, bro?
With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle.
He looks so cool. I like how the things...
Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Holy fish. Oh. Oh my goodness. John, what did I say? Oh, that is
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast.
Yeah, he was. He really jumped out.
What's going on?
Yeah, that is a fish, actually. That is... Oh my god. John, what have you brought upon us? Are you serious? Why?
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time?
What are you doing?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences
Still mad.
Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue?
Yeah, there's a literal Hydra behind us, bitch.
Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy.
Wait,
Even
there's
from all the way out
1,
here.
2, 3, 4, 5 headed?
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't eat, which is why we must stop that
So the Archon War was fought. So will the power of the Qi
We've already discussed this together, and
What? But all of you were supposed.
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qi Sing did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it peaked the... And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong... For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms?
I suppose so be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
this is the part where I fight people, right?
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Back into it.
Let's go help. You.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Dare to mess with me?
Too late for regret. Gears of the storm.
Looks like I went too far.
So quiet.
That's probably it. That's an impressive piece. Okay. Go to the front.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
What?
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this. Afterward, every last one.
Have fun with this gift.
I will end you. Let's not waste time.
The ancient god's attacking again. There are so many between you.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Let's dance.
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is gentle energy. That light from your body. It's like the time until you cursed. Wow, it's a Madam Pink shockwave. This brain is really strong. We'll see about that. Chip on them.
Looks like I...
Dare to mess with me?
Not breaking a sweat. My duty.
These are like Plants vs. Zombies.
Gears of the storm. We'll see about that.
This is it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I did.
They're gifting us.
We're going too fast.
Whoa, 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 no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adaptive energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use that in battle.
Have fun with this gift!
Disgusting.
Over here! Too late for regrets!
My work.
Let the magic begin! Dare to mess with me? Too late for regrets!
So sorry. Freeze!
We'll see about that!
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak!
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Not too far.
Here!
This isn't good.
Have fun with this gift! We'll see about that!
Don't get frostbite.
Dare to mess with me?
Let's move.
We'll see about that! Look at me! Truth repeats its course! Dare to...
Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
I'm glad I brought a bunch of potions.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such... Thank you all for hearing me out.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead...
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope...
Forebears, you say?
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we cheese... I also thought to tell him, but I dared not speak. I could...
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's as the animal archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that
Each of the 7 nations has its...
Though your point is the very height of as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has...
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am a...
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I thought this battle would perhaps... Although I am a mere...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith when danger is near. Thanks for protecting Liyue.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be...
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is, although their blood... The time of contract...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
He's an introvert.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have but how will we
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's the child wanted to but we were able to handle the Overlord of the... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the... Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
He is the... No, I'm not gonna say that yet. I think there's gonna be people who's gonna watch this and don't know.
Fascinating.
Is there anything I can do for you?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong? Last time we saw Zhongli was. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and.
It's Child Bear. I need to talk with him. I need to talk with him. Seriously. We need to talk. You are going to.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Child, we need to talk.
It's Zhongli and Child.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of... Ah, right. I am that...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
You are grounded. Okay. You'll face the consequences of your actions in Fontaine, which is just like a couple story quests, but still.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Paimon, just calm down. He has a family. Let's not kill him. He has a family and a nice younger brother. Let him
now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
Yeah.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you.
Just look at his face. He's fine, right? Even though he has probably tried to assassinate every single person in
The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. So actually...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
You'll be turned to ashes, little woman.
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking?
The contract is fulfilled.
Holy fish. Little rook. Paimon, I've seen this coming.
How sanctimonious.
What? So, no, wait!
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Liyue...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best, as you know. I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowds.
Oh, Zhongli.
He just wants to retire. Why does Liyue look so
But as I
mad?
began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many was Liyue, The city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer, so I feigned my own death and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora. This meant I could remain as... All of these things turned out as I had expected them. They seized the opportunity.
Huh? That doesn't sound...
On the contrary, I think it is excellent.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
You deserve... Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
I guess that's kind of how you like it, don't you?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Yeah, good. Please, yes, stay here for a while now.
Do as you wish.
You're even worse than Child.
Now then,
Child one
is
of
there
the
anything
Hussein's
else you wish to ask me?
Right! As you...
Realistically speaking, there is...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made count. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
What, did she give you a thing to make sure that do we won't beat Liyue up anymore or something? Child's gone. Are you serious? I see Child.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spend so much time trying to organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
Where's Child? Did he leave already? I don't want him to leave.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
So, oh, come, there's only one real Fatui. Shh. Don't.
You know that.
Yes, say. Now that you meant, I mean it. Still, what's so?
For.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountain, gods and adepti live glorious lives. But both rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not, and nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Qixing already have known? Did Zhongli? Exactly, right?
Just go on, please.
Look, it's Ningguang and Kuqing. Are they saying something? Are there...
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning...
3,700 years of contracts.
We, the people of Liyue, were long Now that we have awoke, will you stand with...
So concludes the words of her... Does Her Eminence the Yuheng? Traveler.
Yikes! She really...
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
Does that sound like Child's VA? Griffin Burns, is that you?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Yeah, we're looking for our bill.
But it's... well...
As for the more...
Perhaps.
Look, Zhongli, you're attending your own funeral. You're attending your own funeral, Zhongli.
Hey, Zhongli, look at this. And here you are.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years?
You're attending your own little funeral.
Right. If... You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do.
That's honorable.
When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Yeah, he used child as a walk like.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that.
You mean you were spending child's money?
In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
And using us as your wallet.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without parting.
Paimon thinks that we should make a...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis...
It's because of visions.
Yep, vision hunt decree.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, but if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor.
Then why on earth did Al-Haytham get his vision while reading our literal dictionary?
This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
That's...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within
They want to seize visions? But what?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are
Whoa, that's hard.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principle. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui.
What's Child doing? Is he in house arrest or something?
Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now.
Oh, poor Child.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have... Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time.
This is terrible!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
They have to make their own money like we did.
Then, did you at least set some price?
Oh, a private fund. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time.
You're broke now, Zhongli. You have to accept
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? That was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit, I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then,
Yeah, we can go to the Serenity Teapot, I think. If I need to get all of this real quick. Reach it. Oh my god, I have to reach it dead for recording. Go to young, it's the young. I want to know what happened to Charles. Is he okay? Is Charles okay?
Ah, children, come.
Oh, what?
Oh, no. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting...
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very much. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long... Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace... Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, I will not go into too much detail, but the teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, huh? But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you...
That's right!
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no... What's more, Well, for starters, I require... You would have to but almost no... Even more in any case. Smaragdus... Goodness knows if that will succeed.
Well, since you're an adeptus...
Yes. I suppose...
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor?
I'm back, Granny.
It's
Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Ah, allow me to do the honors. This child here, Yenfei, I believe you've already heard of the traveler and her traveling companion.
Leonfei's VA is the same voice actor for for Pogni in the digital circus, so I can actually just hear it. Let me just...
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records.
Lizzie Freeman!
You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you.
So can you well, you don't have to clear suspicion for me. Maybe you could go clear suspicion for Chao.
Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me.
You would fit in well in Fontaine.
Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy.
Can I call you over to help Child out later if I see him again?
If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous...
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. And that they had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Ah, yes, unpresent parents.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to...
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently.
Yeah, he gave him a nice retirement.
Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much.
Is that so? Yanfei.
I know, Granny, you've told...
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck. Oh, you want to join?
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to... Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Yeah. Let's go with Pomni. Sorry.
Hello, Mr. Crossel.
Hello, Mr. Crossel.
Oh, good. Very good. All thanks to your advice.
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the...
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragd. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an...
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Ms. Zhu Qiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees...
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Zhu lives?
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Mr.
I hate keeping running. I just really got beaten up by Child. Just climb.
Climb everything like that. Oh no. Your face palming. That is not good.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me.
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? My associates and I are very interested in them.
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, my family is in the ore business too. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around. So we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me, but now that I've lost the hairpins...
Why does Paimon...
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard it.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Monsieur Chow.
Huh? Well, I mean...
Let me see. That's right! Yanfei said true! Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take... And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final...
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. However, all of... Did you really have to pop? Whichever way you look at it. Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the Jadeite is genuine, would there?
Please. However much it is, now that it's come to...
Yes, legally speaking. So hold on a moment.
What did I feel? My family has...
Smooth. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossles.
Mr. Crossle, the woman has lost...
Ah, Miss Yanfei. You lost them.
I'm sorry.
Mora, I just...
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. It was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr.
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere...
Yes. Don't trust the snitch nose. I don't think I can trust his knives anymore.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all. What do you mean? Are you implying? Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions.
What math did you do?
I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Monsieur Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Yo, you got stabbed!
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossell's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession. If that's the case, we should go confront him! Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it.
Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow... Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track. It feels like Yansei is even...
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to any work commissioned but not bound by a contract.
I understand. Then I will be
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay, and I'll also need your signatures on pages 5.
This contract has so many pages.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're...
I've had a read through.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite I don't believe you have been part of an investigation.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it.
You will fit right well into Fontaine. Maybe you could pay me a little visit. You could go.
But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... I've got it. If Mr. Crossell had his